Seems like there's a lot of missing or inaccurate information on their side. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, it seems like they think you thought the ratification box, the agent sign, is what makes it ratified and not the completed signatures between seller and buyer. Here's the point that they made. June 7th, the buyer offered. Then when you and your seller signed, he believed that made an enforceable contract. But he completely missed where the contract has the seller's initials on a crossed out area and no buyer initials, so they didn't acknowledge the change. So your counter voided their contract altogether. They're thinking the initial contract was accepted when your seller signed regardless of the changes made. Then they said their side found out you didn't receive the completed contract because their agent followed up, which isn't true. You rescinded the offer, and that's when their agent found out you didn't receive the contract. I don't think they have the full story here. It doesn't seem like their agent forwarded the thread that you sent me and all the screenshots.
Awesome. So what do we say?
Oh, no, don't worry. I already responded. Here it is. A. Buyer did offer June 7th. B. Seller counter offers June 8th, which does not create a full executed contract and actually voids the initial offer. C. Unbeknownst to the listing agent and seller, buyer allegedly signed the counter offer and forwarded the executed contract to the listing agent. However, the contract never reached the seller and the listing agent until the demand letter received today, which contained a copy. D. Seller withdrew their counteroffer and voided the agreement June 10th. And again, the seller and listing agent received the acceptance of the seller's counteroffer today from your demand letter.
That sounds perfect to me.
Hey, they responded, and this attorney must have just passed the bar. Anyway, they said my facts are incorrect, that your seller's signature on the last page means it's ratified, even though there's a counter on page 5 with only the seller's initials. They think we think it's not ratified because your signature or the buyer's agent signature wasn't in the box in page 1. But the buyer didn't accept the counter. We don't have a fully executed contract. We know that first box is just acknowledgement for the brokerages, that only buyer and seller signatures matter on the contract. However, you never received a contract with both buyer and seller that agreed to all terms. So I kindly told them to look at page 5 to show the counter had voided the buyer's original offer and told them to please confirm the facts and see that this matter is now moot.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for confirming this and having our back.
Anytime.